Good evening. Today, my topic of discussion is information sharing, Boon or Bane. Now, what is this information you may be thinking? First, let me briefly explain about data and information. Data is a collection of raw facts as daily sales bills, details, purchase bills, data, and data about population survey, etc. Data is not organized. If you have all the bills in your hand, you will not be able to explain much about what and how much you have sold in a day, month, or year. The same data, if organized and processed using statistical management tools, as putting them in an order and making bar or pie chart, tables, etc., you will get an idea of which product and how much it has been sold. Nowadays, data organizing is very easy with availability of various types of softwares. Data organized and processed is called information. From information, you can take decisions about the balance stocks available, how much more to be purchased, etc. As regards population survey, you will have an idea of how many children are there of various ages, the adults, senior citizens, the gender, uh, etc. So, this information would thereby enable the authorities to take decisions about the various measures to be taken for the development of the country as regards or in the respect of education, health, etc. The information sources are various depending upon the type of organization and the area of study. Information sources primarily are of two types, internal data and external data. Internal data is obtained from the various daily activities of the organizations in the various departments. External data we can obtain from organizations such as government, a newspaper, media, etc. Going to the core of the functioning of an organization, an important source of information is the proceedings of the meeting. Today, my main topic is about the information one obtains from the proceedings of a meeting and how to manage that information and whether or not to share that information. Now, again, you may be thinking why I'm talking about the proceedings of the meeting and its importance. During my service, when I was working as deputy manager at Hindustan Cables Limited, Hyderabad, and as the principal of an engineering college, head of the Department of Electrical Engineering in various colleges, I always had and still have a habit. The habit was that after a meeting, that is, after I have attended a meeting, immediately I call for my subordinate and convey to him or her briefly the proceedings of the meeting. So, way back in the early 90s, one day my assistant manager came to me and looked at me with regard and said, "You are great, madam." I was shocked and asked him, "What do you mean by saying I am great?" So he began to explain that during his 10 years of service, no manager had ever informed him about the proceedings of any meeting that they had attended. But the moment you come from a meeting, you call us and immediately convey to us the proceedings of the meeting, which makes us very happy. Whenever a manager goes for a meeting, it is obvious that everyone in the department would be eagerly waiting to know what was discussed in the meeting. Anyway, I told my assistant manager what is great in sharing information because ultimately he, along with the department staff, have to execute the task and give me the data. The data given by my assistant manager, I would then organize and put it in a form and present it to the management to enable them to take appropriate and quick decisions that are effective in increasing the efficiency of the department and organization. Not only then, but in the next 20 years, Wherever I worked, my subordinates liked this habit of mine as they felt a sense of belongingness with the management and happy that they were also involved in the major important tasks of decision making. Now, post my retirement also, whenever I get some information which I feel is useful to my previous organization staff and most importantly, the students of the educational institutions I have worked through all these years, I immediately share the information. Nowadays, sharing information is very easy through WhatsApp. The happiest moment for me is when I received the acknowledgement saying, "Thank you, madam, for sharing the information." My opinion, advice, sharing information is a boon. By sharing valid information, you make people happy. You help people to execute the task efficiently. You will be able to bring all staff of any cadre onto a single platform. The organization as a whole can perform much better. It is the responsibility of any manager to not only take and execute instructions of the superiors, but also to bring happiness and contentment in the eyes, face, and heart of the people from top to bottom in the organization. This develops a healthy environment in the organization and the family of the individuals. So please realize that information sharing is a boon and not a bane. Thank you. Hope you liked my small message that I have conveyed to you. Thank you.